gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the ESR Super Touring Battle of the Forward. Where's that fucked up wheel drive? Round 4 here at Zhuhai, which I believe is where the Zion people go after grade 7? Is it the Zhuhai school? I don't know. Anyway, I'm very attractive, and with me, as always, is a man who's fresh off the world tour after the release of his first album for his progressive hip-hop collective, Knights of the Septahedral Indoctrination Cipher, Michael Megas.
Oh, that was complicated and interesting. We're here at Zhuhai because I love this track.
It's your boy Steve Dave.
And Martin was really bugging us to do commentary, so here we are.
Well, I mean, I tried and fucked up to do commentary last week.
This is a really fun track, and it's a track everyone always forgets after they've been here. Like, every single time I've done an event here, people are like, this track is great, we should include it in the future. And then I put it on, like, future polls, and they forget that it's the track that they enjoyed.
What a bunch of weirdies.
It's one of those tracks that doesn't really host any major series, so that's the thing. It slips the mind. And obviously it's in China, so it doesn't hold a lot of like hometown sway with the ESR community. I don't think we've ever had. Have we ever had a Chinese driver?
Not to my knowledge.
Closest we had Tora Kawajiri, but he was Japanese, not Chinese. I'm sure we've had some like Chinese American, Chinese Canadian drivers, but I don't think we've ever had anyone representing China. So there you go,
Steve Dave.
Magic Kashyuk on the pole position. It's an all-British front row with Jeff Ecott, Timo Konietzki, and Antonio Costa on row 2. Hey, Antonio up on row 2. That's kind of cool. Then we got Andrew D, Courtney and Kraminski, James Butler, Steve Davidson, Yuri Kutachville, Ricardo Gomes, Berger Mason? Mazeman? I'm going to go with Mazeman. Stig Martin, Andy Foster, Adam Komorowski, Mauricio Delgado, and the return of Yves Ceters, who's actually pretty on the pace. That's good. Yves has been struggling with finding his feet in race room, and good to see him putting up a good performance there.
Get him, Yves.
It may be last place, but like it's way more competitive last place than we're used to seeing.
Baby, I'm amazement at the way with red Zhuhai all the time.
Mm-hmm. We're in the pit lane until everybody joins the field. There's one car in the background there that appears to still need to join the grid. Come on, red and white car. There you go. Here we go. Dominant Opals on the front row. Let's go. Or,
nope.
Pardon me,
no
that was
go.
E's in the Opal. I'm not sure what's on the front row, but they're both... those are Renaults, right? That logo is Renault, if I'm not mistaken.
You asking me or telling me?
Excellent start by Antonio Costa. He's up the inside and into second place and looking for first place at the first corner. Horrible start for front row starter Jeff Ecott. He is off the track and dropping to the back of the pack. 3 wide. Still battling between Kashyuk and Costa with Konietzki also in the mix. And just behind them, it's the first of the Alfa Romeos by reign of Courtney and Kraminski.
Plenty of eagle.
So we got Renault, we've got Honda, we've got Alfa Romeo, Opel, and Volvo, if I'm not mistaken. The only one I'm not sure about is that I'm pretty sure that's the Renault logo, but I'll be honest and say I don't, off the top of my head, always know the Renault logo. So I'll leave it at that.
I don't believe you.
I think it's because like none of the motorsport I watch has like Renault as a featured brand. There's obviously like Renault in Formula One as an engine supplier for a long time and as a team, but they don't really put the logo up there. It's not like BMW or Audi or hell even Volkswagen, because I watch a lot of rallycross and Volkswagen is big in the rallycross.
R.I.P. Jeffrey Cott.
He is DNF'd on this race. I do wonder that seems like a hardware issue because he did like instantly get off to a terrible start and then fall off the track. So I have suspicions. I have thoughts. And they're not good.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Very superstitious.
Riding on the wall.
Very correct.
Inside move by one of the Volvos there. Stig Martin trying to move into the top 10. Trying to displace, that would be Ricardo Gomes he's battling with.
What's this about a displacer beast?
Gomes in this Skyways Opal. Pretty sure that's the Opal logo anyways. If I'm wrong, let me know.
Just don't turn it vertical. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that to say, don't do it.
Still at the front, it's Kazchuk, although it is really tight at the front. It's like first place back to, like basically the entire field is within a second of each other, like to the next car. The biggest gap is Andy Foster back to, or Komorowski back to Andy Foster.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great parity going on right now.
I should not have started singing fucking Superstitious, because now that bass line's in my head.
It's in your head. It will live in your head rent free.
Or actually, it's not the bass line; it's the synth, the organ.
On board with Antonio Costa in the Tugas Opal, which is the Warsteiner car, so I'm instantly cheering for it.
Tuga, Verl, two. I heard them Tugas boys, they know how to race.
I believe the Alfa Romeos have Stella Artois sponsorship, so for those who enjoy the finer things.
Are they finer?
I mean, Stella Artois is a fine beverage.
Is it though?
I think so.
But you also don't have a sense of smell.
Not wrong. I grew up beside a bathroom. It was a survival instinct.
I wasn't going that far. What movie was that? Or was it a movie or a show? And somebody, the running gag was that they don't have a sense of smell.
It's probably been done a couple times.
Probably. I don't remember.
There's a clip from Everyone Loves Raymond that appeared randomly on my YouTube recommended. And believe me when I say random, because I have no idea why that show's getting on my on my shorts. But anyways, it was the father, Frank Baron, giving his wife a hard time about having flavorless food, and his sons eventually like just shove all the stuff you shouldn't put on stuff, like wasabi and all the spicy stuff, and they give it to him, and he still can't taste anything. And they're like, "Dad, you have no sense of taste." Apparently, this is our answer.
I get on my dad's case about stuff like that. My dad started smoking cigarettes when he was 9 years old, and he quit a couple times when I was growing up, but it didn't really stick for more than like a couple years.
Oh, Ricardo Gomes making a move on James Butler as Byron relates the story.
Yeah, so it was just one of those, Dad, this is, and why don't you try this out? And like, I'll find something new. And you're like, oh, check this out. What does that do for you? And he's like, I don't know, can't taste it. Or he's like, it just tastes like regular whatever. One thing it's unclear as if he's absolutely taking the piss or if he actually can't taste anything, is beer. So you give him all kinds of, I've had him taste all kinds of different kind of beer, like dark beers and Hefeweizens and stuff with like, I don't know, like a grapefruit rattler and stuff like that. And he's just like, it's beer. So I'm like, if you just don't like it, say you don't like it. If you legitimately can't taste the difference, that's wild.
Around the outside from Costa. Denied by the Sega Renault. Of Magic Cash Check.
Should have used the Konami code.
Timo Konietzki getting a front row seat to this battle. It is Renault versus Opel versus Honda.
Fonda ain't got a motor in the back of her Honda.
A couple of big movers. We got a couple +3s. Including your boy, Mauricio Delgado.
Hell yeah, get him, Mauricio.
Grid is starting to spread out a little bit over to... Oh, Carnage. Ricardo Gomes getting into it, and that's Mauricio Delgado moving very slowly, but moving through the field. He looks like he's giving a spot back there to Stig Martin, so I would say Mauricio feels like he has wronged the Stig in some way.
He's the Stig.
And Yves Citer is getting into a shoving match with Ricardo Gomes further back. That is over 12th place.
Some
Going up the inside, Adam Komarowski. So Delgado falling back, so maybe that car is not handling super well right now. To finish up my thoughts about Jeff Ecott as we lose James Butler from the race.
No.
I think Ecott probably had a hardware failure of some kind. That would explain the complete lack of talent we saw displayed in the race after he qualified second place.
He had a heart attack.
Mauricio Delgado pushing Komarowski through the corners.
Get him, Mauricio. Show him how it's done.
This is Volvo v Renault. And Andrew D making a spot up there over... I forgot your first name. There it is. Burger Baseman. Which feels like a mayonnaise brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Big Cheese Burger Meisman. Burger mayonnaise man.
We hungry for that McDonald's secret sauce? Whoa, Komarowski going all over the place here, and it does not work out for him at all. I wouldn't imagine that these cars have a tremendous amount of lateral stability, honestly.
I mean, they're going to just flip over on any corner?
Also, am I the only one that really does not like the aesthetics of the Volvo? Like, I appreciate the company's ability to get the job done and make a decent product and all, but I remember saying this when my dad bought a Volvo to replace his Audi, and I just went, it's a box. What are you doing?
What was the SUV or what? Like, it was like barely big enough to be an SUV. It probably came out like 10 years ago. Looks exactly like a shoebox on wheels.
Oh, the Kia Cuba?
So yeah, probably.
Pretty sure it was Kia. Was it Michelle Wee did commercial for it, right?
I don't know. Didn't probably wasn't watching TV at the time. I don't do those kind of things.
On board with Andrew D as he catches up to the youngster Yuri Kratachvil. And just ahead of them, that is Steve Dave.
Get him, Steve Dave.
So, Canadian sandwich for Kratachvil. On board with Timo Konietzki, who picked up third place at the start and has basically just stayed there the whole time. Watching the periodic battles between Kaschuk and Costa. I guess he didn't pick up third spot because he started there. He lost a spot to Costa, gained a spot over Ecott, so he netted out to 0. And,
it's just the Costa doing
Ricardo Gomes looking to make a move, and does on EU Citeres. That's a nice switchback. Nope, Citeres gets out of the corner faster. Battle between two brand mates, Opel on Opel violence.
See.
And Citeres goes quite wide. And not only is he going to lose out to Ricardo Gomes, but also Adam Komarowski comes through.
Adam Komarowski.
Of these cars, I think I like the Alpha the best. In terms of purely aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Alfa Romeo always has a specific look to their cars. You can always tell them. They also have a certain quality of falling apart as you drive. And also, almost always something weird. To quote Jeremy Clarkson, it would not be an alpha if they didn't do something inexplicably peculiar.
Didn't they make the Quattroporte?
They do.
That is very four-door. Nice. I like the crowd interaction.
Andrew D going side by side with Yuri.
Delightful.
And for the time being, Yuri hangs on to the position. You know, with all these European brands, I don't know, Yuri driving a Honda just seems wrong.
European?
It feels very un-European. Is Kordy and Krasinski's on the attack against Antonio Costa for third place. Or not Antonio Costa, Timo Konietzki for third place.
Albert Cordian.
And Crutchfield has been relegated by Andrew D and is now under attack at the hands of Berger Maisman. Belgian driver looking to go on the attack here. Belgium, a country with a proud history of motorsports, all given their size. I'd say probably along with Finland, absolutely the ones, and Sweden, they punch well above their weight.
Finishland, what did they ever do except horrible, horrible things to really bad people?
I mean, they probably have the most F1 championships per capita.
Even more than San Marino?
San Marino has 0, so yes.
Even more than Vatican City?
Also has 0, so yes.
Even more than...
Okay, hang on. Let me clear this up for you. Finland has the same number of F1 World Championships as Italy does.
Well, I mean, but Italy can't drive.
I mean, Italy will try to claim that they have a 4th champion in Mario Andretti, but, like, the whole thing with Mario is 3 different countries claim him.
That guy's from Portugal.
That is not one of them. So, Mario Andretti is claimed by Portugal, not Portugal, messed me up, Croatia as their only Croatian champion, America as the second American champion, and Italy as the 4th Italian champion.
Man, Andretti's not
or
even
third champion, 4th championship, because Alberto Ascari won 2.
Alberto.
Probably would have won more, but he sadly passed away in a car crash.
You always have that. That seems to be the end of every story. Like, oh, and then he died.
I mean, not all of them. Jackie Stewart's still alive.
Is he, though?
Yes.
Like,
surprisingly lucid, actually. I've watched a couple of recent interviews with him. He's aging like a fine wine.
Excellent. Probably because of all the fine wine.
It could be. Yar would cheat. Top 5 still Kaschuk leading from Costa, Krasminski, Konietzny, and Davidson. Only change really throughout the race is Krasminski taking 3rd from Konietzny. Then we have Andrew D, Yuri Kutachville, Berger Maisman, Stig Martin, and Mauricio Delgado rounding off the top 10. Ricardo Gomes, Adam Komorowski, Yves Suter, and Andy Foster still running.
If Krasminski wins, does he have to fight Wisniewski?
I mean, probably there's someone named Wisniewski from the fight. Let's be real. That name seems to do that.
Truth.
It's not like the fighting name of the world. That's still probably Silva.
Good old Bundere Chilba.
Vandelay, Anderson, Tiago.
How many
Fabio?
Seans?
There's a Silva in Jose Aldo's name.
Fair enough.
Pretty sure what you can name a Silva in every weight class the UFC has. Pretty sure.
Oh, I think so. You could probably like how many Jean Silvas are there?
2, to my knowledge.
There's White Bear, and then the other one.
And then the one that's currently, well, was ripping up the featherweight division and lost to Diego Lopez.
Lopez. Who did he ever beat? Oh, Silva. No, never mind.
John Silva.
For one.
That's his main win. Like he beat the Ghost to Brian Ortega and off the couch Dan Ige, and those are like his 3 biggest wins.
Man, Ortega, that boy got a lot of damage.
Ricardo Gomes looking to make a move here.
Gonna fix that.
Goes down the inside of Mauricio Delgado and takes 10th place. Well, let's see. At heavyweight, you got Estoril Silva.
See?
At 205, you could say Vanderlei, but I'm going to say Vanderlei for my middleweight because he was always more of a middleweight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Fabio Silva. I'll go with Thiago Silva, the absolute trash bag human being that is Thiago Silva.
Which one?
The one that shot up a BJJ champ for some reasons.
Yeah.
Then I'll put Vanderlei as my middleweight.
Bandere.
Welterweight. It's got to be someone.
Trying to think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not coming up with one. I know there's got to be someone.
Oh yeah.
Stick a pin in that for now. Jean Silva at lightweight. Jean Silva at featherweight. Those are 2 different people, I want to make that clear. Danny Silva at bantamweight. Go a little American with it.
America.
And Igor at flyweight.
Igor. Very nice. That's good, Igor.
Ricardo Gomes looking to go around the outside here. No luck there. I was just randomly looking up Ultimate Fighter shows, by the way, today, because there was a fighter from one of them that I was like not super familiar with. I'm like, oh, let's how they do on the Ultimate Fighter. Tell me what happened. And I think I found the ballsiest decision in the history of the Ultimate Fighter with the with a coach's first fight pick.
Really?
In episode 2 of season 23 of the Ultimate Fighter, not a good season. Head coach Claudia Gadelia elected to put her first overall pick against the other team's first overall pick.
Okay, I mean, hey,
it worked.
Chopped that off the snake, yeah.
It worked because her first overall pick was Tatiana Suarez.
That will do. Yeah, that'll suffice.
So we got in the opening round of that tournament, Tatiana Suarez versus JJ Aldridge.
Woo! It's not bad. That's not bad. That's almost main card worthy if they weren't women, and Dana White hates women.
Tatiana went on to win that season, and the male winner, because it was 205ers and 125ers or 115ers for the women, the male winner was Andrew Sanchez.
Ooh.
Not quite as good. Kordian Krzyzminski going down the inside, looking for that second place. But Antonio Costa is like, I qualified well. I had a great start. I am hanging on to the second place, sir.
Hell yeah.
This is my spot.
And now it is time for everybody's favorite, the triple enforced mandatory pit stops.
I'm in German engineering. I cannot lose to Italian engineering. Krzyzminski looking to go around the outside. I don't think that's on. And Costa hangs on for the time being. More side-by-side action. And you know who might end up being the big winner off this is Timo Konecny, who's looking to take both of them. And he is! He's going to do it! Honda to the front. Not really. The Renault's in front, but still, getting closer. So it is now Kazchuk leading from Konietzki, and Krasminski. Do not say the first three letters of the last names of our podium. It goes interesting places.
That is true.
Costin fourth, followed by Davidson, Andrew D, Yuri Kratachville, Berger Meisman, Ricardo Gomes, and Stig Martin.
He's called the Stig.
They call him the Stig. Perry McCarthy, baby. Further back, that is Mauricio Delgado trying to battle with Stig over 10th place. Also in the mix there is Adam Komarowski. He's in the dark red car.
You know what? I've never watched any of the Grand Tour show. I should watch that. I really did love Top Gear back in the day.
Yeah, it's Top Gear on a lower budget, basically.
Well, that's fine. I don't care what budget they got.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I'm just describing the show.
You definitively said it was a bad thing, and I am taking personal insult.
They have less interesting guests, I would say. That's probably.
Oh, I don't give a shit about the guests. Were like superfluous. Do not care about.
I did love it when they had Daniel Ricciardo.
That is, or was it Jensen Button?
They had Button as well.
And Barrichello.
I don't remember Rubens being on there, but probably.
I remember somebody making a joke about pushing a bust of Rubens Barrichello through a fan.
Oh no, Mauricio! What are you doing?
Mauricio!
You murdered Adam Komarowski.
I don't care if you murdered whoever.
He appears to have murdered his own car worse than Komarowski's car, so I guess that works. But
listen, do whatever you want to everybody else. Just don't get yourself out of the race.
Well, he's dropped to the back now. Meantime, Kordian Krasminski is on the attack again. Looking to get past Timo Konietzki and get back into second place, which he very briefly held. He's got the inside line. I think he's got it here.
Konietzki knees and toes.
He does. And it opens up the door, actually, for Antonio Costa to make it into second place or third place as well. So another. The fortunes giveth and fortunes taketh away. Konietzki gets to be up in second place and then drop to fourth place again. Meantime, Magic Kazchuk is pulled quite a ways off in the distance. And looks pretty certain for a win here. Feel like we haven't had a British driver win in a while, so like I feel like we need to pull the Dave Logino out of the bag here if he wins. Only, like, that didn't actually go well for Dave Logino because he ended up losing to, did he face? I think he faced Minowa Man when he made that speech.
He was not a legitimate competitor.
Well, not really. His claim to fame is less about professional fighting and more criminality, and also the fact that he was in Snatch.
So you're saying he's more qualified than Jose Canseco?
Yes.
Who also got shit stomped by Minowa.
Yes.
Just another victim. Good old Taz.
Mm-hmm. will we see a move here? These three have all been in second place at one point in this race. And all three of them would like to bring that home. Right now, it belongs to Korty and Krasminski.
How many Krasminski does it take to change a light bulb?
I was going to go with an Archer reference, frankly.
Rampage?
Crenshaw, what are you doing here? Name's not Crenshaw. It's Krasminski, which is Russian. You started this whole Russian mole thing. And I didn't think there was a mole. Well, it's too late now. You've blown my cover. Side-by-side action again between Krasminski and Costa. And Costa is held off for now.
No.
Costa on the inside again. Can he get it turned? Nope. In fact, that's going to cost him a spot, actually, as Timo Konietzki moves back onto the podium in the Honda.
Konietzki Santos. The answer to my early choke is one, because obviously he's very intelligent and light bulbs aren't a problem.
Just scratching my ear so I'm off comms for a moment.
That's okay. I had a sneezing fit earlier. It was great. Really shook some stuff loose.
Indeed. There is the race leader. We've not seen him in a while. Magic Kazchuk leading the way. And Costa, Konietzki looking for the move here. Down the inside of Krasminski. Germany versus Poland. A lot of history there.
Yeah, whoa.
And it will be Konietzki in second place once again. Costa may come away with nothing here as far as podiums are concerned. After being in the top three most of the day, he's in fourth place at the worst possible time. As we are on, I would imagine, the final lap here. Time is not officially hit zero, that is. So this will be the final lap. Side by side between Krasminski and Konietzki again. Konietzki hangs on for the time being. The Honda Accord holding on against the... I don't know what this Alfa Romeo actually is. Speaking of Alfa Romeo, I do intend to actually run a Alfa Romeo team in the first season of the rally simulator that we're working on right now.
The
We're gonna run the Alfa Romeo Tonale, I assume is how it's pronounced. Coming across the line, we have a winner. It's Magic Kazchuk. In second place, it's going to be Timo Konietzki, and then Korty and Krasminski. Triple K podium. Antonio Costa in fourth place. Andrew D will come home in fifth, ahead of Steve Davidson, so best of the Canadians. And it's Krotachville and Maisman, I believe, have also finished. On board with Adam Komorowski. He would like to make a move here on Yves Sater. But I think Sater is going to hold on to it. And that's going to be an 11th place for him after qualifying dead last. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mauricio Delgado bringing up the rear with a smashed up front end that, I mean, he did himself, so we can't really complain.
Correct.
There's your results. We do have a race 2 with a reverse grid. I think it's top 10. So Stig Martin, I believe, will be on pole. We'll find out, I suppose.
Top 94 reverse grid, triple enforced pit stops.
Oh, Satyrs is on pole. That doesn't make any sense. Top 11 reverse grid? What are you doing, Martin? No, Komorowski starts at 11, so I think we lost somebody, and that's messed up the grid. Anyway, Stig Martin leads the way in the Volvo. Satyrs tucks into second place ahead of Andrew D. Ricardo Gomes, Mazeman. I guess the other option is it could be that they went with the reverse grid based on qualifying? Maybe. I don't know.
Do you not know?
I don't know.
My goodness.
Haven't been doing commentary for this series, so I don't. I'm not 100% certain on the rules.
Myself as well. Martin has been rather stingy. I believe it's because he's jealous of my long flowing hair. And also the performance of the Canucks.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you both Canucks fans?
No, God no. He's from the Montreal.
He's been out west for a long time, though. I thought it seemed the Canucks had earned at least a somewhat of a place in his heart.
No. I think he hates every team and wishes to stab Conor McGregor. Or not. Well, I mean, maybe Conor McGregor, but probably Conor McDavid.
I find myself remarkably unattached to teams in hockey.
That's because you live in the withered hellscape that is Toronto.
Well, you see, you say that, but there are sports where I don't have a local team at all and still find myself attached to teams. And for some reason in hockey, it just doesn't happen.
That's because none of them are named the Mississauga Rattlesnakes.
I find myself more attached to players. Like for example, when Doug Gilmour got traded to New Jersey, suddenly I was invested in New Jersey's success. Suddenly.
Doug Gilmour does do that to people. I have an idea, Mike. I think this could turn Toronto's hockey fortune around in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Just change the name of the team to Wendell Clark.
Wendell Clark would be another player that when he was a Leaf, I was cheering for the Leafs.
Hell yeah. You got you got Wendell, you got Ty.
Not as big of a fan of Domi.
It's because you, sir, don't understand the skill of the game.
No, it's nothing to do with that. He's just a bit of a dick.
Gonchar.
Felix the Cat.
Felix, indeed, Felix. Monsieur Potvin.
Hey, look at that. There's our names. It's like he was really confident we'd do this commentary.
It's me, it's the real OG.
In the meantime, Stig Martin continues to lead. Antonio Costas worked his way up into second place. Another guy who's on the charge is Kordian Krasminski, who is looking to make his way up into fourth place. Battling with Ricardo Gomes. Timo Konechny also in the mix there. So, Timo coming through the field. You know who's... Well, I mean, he's up to 7th place. I guess I can't say much. But Magic Kashchuk hasn't made his way through the field as well as I'd expected.
If available.
Also go to the ESR store. It's like nice code right there for you.
ESR store, get yourself a nice Gulf oil themed hoodie or anything other.
Can't say that I'm wearing my ESR hoodie at the moment. I'm wearing the honestly, I have no idea what brand this is. It's just a zip-up hoodie. I think it's a Reebok.
I am also not wearing mine because the people upstairs control the heat, and god damn it, can only put up with so much. Maybe I should wear it anyway and just sweat my balls off.
Well, this one's super light, so it just makes a good like under jacket for the the actual jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out and got myself a burger. So
Le Berger.
GC burger.
What, like from Baltimore?
No, this is Great Canadian burger. So pretty sure it's a Canadian thing.
Canada. Oh.
Steve Davidson having a bit of a rough race. Finished in 6th place in race, or it's 5th place in race 1, and is running in 10th place at the moment behind Burger Mazeman up ahead of him. Costa still leads. Pardon me, Costa leading from Stig Martin. I missed when that happened.
It was last week.
I doubt it was last week. And Yves Sauters continues to drop back through the field. He started on pole, and it's been a rough race number 2 for him. But, we also kind of expected that. He's a driver who's still trying to find his feet. Had a good race 1. And he's getting invaluable experience veering off the track. There, I may have cast or cursed that somehow in hindsight. Timo Konietzki looking down the inside of Stig Martin. And he should move his way through. And on his tail, it's race 1 winner Magic Kaszchuk trying to take that spot as well. He'll get it done in the last corner of the lap. Well, the Golf Oil racing car took 3rd place in the endurance race, by the way.
Ha-cha-cha.
3rd place in class and overall.
First class in aesthetics.
Cordy Krasminski trying to make the move here on Stig Martin, who has gone from 1st place to 5th place in somewhat record time. That is the feature of the reverse grid that really no one really talks about. Sure, you get to start up front if you had a mediocre race 1, but then you go backwards and you feel bad about yourself. Been there, done that. Annoyed the shit out of Stop Bill for 35 minutes by holding him behind me. Ricardo Gomes on the tail of Stig Martin. And Konietzki versus Costa resumes after a long battle between these two in race 1. It was really a 3-way fight with Krasminski, who's running in 4th at the moment. So the top 4 from race 1 are the top 4 once again. Stig Martin, Ricardo Gomes, Andrew D, Berger Mazeman, Steve Davidson, Adam Komorowski rounding off the top 10 with Delgado and Foster running. There may be additional cars running. We don't know. It's doing that glitch thing where it cuts off, because I know there were more than 12 cars at the start, because there was at the very least Yves Sauters out there. And he is not shown in the top 12. Stig Martin makes a mistake and loses a spot to Ricardo Gomes. And Andrew D is also going to come through in the very sleek-looking Renault.
Very nice. I like.
Right in behind them, that is Berger Mazeman and Steve Davidson as well in the mix. So there's at least 2 cars not being shown on the tower, because there is at least 14 cars running. Berger Mazeman would like a piece. Costa versus Konietzny continues.
When do they pull out the crowbars and start swinging at each other?
Oh boy, that could get interesting. Get some death race going on in here.
Hell yeah. Need to go back and rewatch all those movies. Actually, there's some of them I don't think I've seen.
Steve Davidson getting bumped out a little bit wide.
No, Steve Dave, why?
He'll fall back a little bit. Rejoining the race in 10th place behind Adam Komorowski.
You leave Steve Dave alone.
Actually, behind Mauricio Delgado. There's Andy Foster. Going on through. And Yves Soutier also. No, Mauricio's off the track.
No! Foul play. I need penalties inflicted immediately. Send him to Gulag.
On board with Konietzny. Looks down the inside, but nothing doing at the moment. And Steve Dave back on the charge. Going side by side with Andy Foster. Has already overtaken Soutiers. And is now also going to add Foster to his scalps. Needs 99 more for Aldo Rain's tally.
I want my calves.
I do believe this might be my masterpiece. Oh! Stig Martin getting very out of shape there.
Welcome to Stigmart. Shop.
This is a spot to Berger Mazeman as a result. Konietzny on the tail of Costa. Costa still in the lead, and that's just the Costa doing business.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Stigmart. Shop groovily.
Oop. Yves Soutier making a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Bro, you gonna end up in some trouble. Must rely on his wascally powers to emerge victorious.
Tell you who's actually impressing me, low-key, is Ricardo Gomes. He's actually kind of staying with this top 4 within touch as Konietzki gets way too deep in there. Camera guy?
Stick it in deep.
Camera guy? What's up here?
This is the Goodyear blimp view.
I believe Martin did say something about there being a technical glitch at some point.
This is possible.
I suspect that's where we are. Because Kordian Krasminski has disappeared. The cloaking device is engaged. Running behind Magic Kazchuk. On board with the Magic. Race 1 winner and pole sitter. Currently running in 3rd place. Oh! There's Timo Konietzki, who randomly appears out of nowhere. So he had 2 cars that were utilizing the cloaking device. One is still invisible.
Teleportation bias.
Kordian Krasminski still stalking his prey with an invisible predator cloak device. And there he is. He appears in the Alfa Romeo.
It's your boy.
On board with him now. Looking around the outside of Kazchuk. Nothing doing. Tries to switch back. Further back, Stig Martin continues to fall down the pecking order. That's Steve Davidson making his move. I missed the Fujifilm livery that was in, like, everything back in the 90s.
Was it good?
It was green.
Green is good. Green means go.
When Steve comes back on the screen, you'll see what I mean. His car is running that traditional livery. 3-wide action between Konietzki, Krasminski, and Kazchuk. That's a lot of Ks. That's a lot of Ks.
The titties and an eyeball.
And they come out of it in the same order they went into it. Kazchuk ahead of Konietzki, ahead of Krasminski. Gomes getting a nice front row seat to this. Like I said, he's having a quiet but very efficient race, running in 5th place. Back on board with Timo. I feel like Timo and Kordian have been the stars of this event here at Zhuhai. Both times getting into a long, protracted battle for 2nd place.
They might be the tag Timo champions of the world.
The last time it was with Costa. This time it's with Kazchuk. A little sideways moment there from Timo, but nice save. And Krasminski makes the move up into 3rd. Let's go, Alpha. Costa leading the way in the Opel, followed by the Renault of Kazchuk, the Alpha of Krasminski, and the Honda of Konietzki. Not sure what Gomes is racing. Want to say Volvo?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it's a Volvo. I think it's I think it might be a Honda. Nope, it's an Opel. It's an Opel. I'm hopeless here.
Opal.
I'm hopeless here unless it's a Renault or an Alfa Romeo at distance. Gomes is actually catching up to these guys. This might become a four-way. Krasminski getting very wide. Loses out to Konieczny. The Honda slipping back into third place. Or slipping back up into third place, I should say.
Slippery, he said.
And in the background, you see Andrew D. and Berger Maisman. And then in the real back of the picture, Steve Davidson and Stig Martin. I feel like I found your favorite race car driver.
If you say Dan Tickton, I'm going to point
No. Stiggy Ray Robb.
That's a bunch of names.
It's an actual race car driver in IndyCar right now.
Fair enough.
Oh. A little wide. Krasminski says, I see a gap. And I went to the school of Ayrton Senna. I'm going for it. Nothing doing this time around, though. Krasminski might have third place again. Nice camera work here. Side-by-side action with Timo Konieczny, and he does have it. The Alfa Romeo, once again, on the podium. He's got 5 minutes to make it better, or hold on, or lose everything.
No, not everything.
They are, surprisingly enough, catching up, slowly, to Antonio Costa. So the win is not a safe option right now. And Ricardo Gomes is really the star of race 2 as he is in the mix.
Good old Jomez. I heard that he's not too bad at driving the car around.
Doing well today. Stig Martin has been caught up with by Adam Komorowski. Battle of the Volvos. I'd say the Volvo has been the weakest car around here, but then I also look at who's driving the Volvo, and no disrespect to any of these drivers because they're all quality. Probably also do have the weakest driver lineup.
Wow, you're just saying that because Juan Barcadero's not here.
Lost James Butler, Jeff Ecott, and Yuri Kretachville from the race. I think 2 of those did not start. I think Yuri's the only one that started. Just saying, it's always the interesting idea of, up in the commentary box of This car appears to be doing the worst. Now, is it because it's the worst car or because its drivers aren't delivering? That's always the interesting question.
I believe it's because it's got 2 woodchucks caught in the intake.
In the meantime, Adam Komorowski moving ahead of fellow Volvo driver Stig Martin. And Stig drives off the track. I don't know what happened there.
He's drunk.
On board with Konechny. The Honda continuing to run in 4th place.
Are they dealing with manual choke?
Maybe.
I ain't seen that since 1977.
Ricardo Gomes looking patient, but he's going to have to try and make something happen soon. Costa continues to lead by about 2 seconds. Race 1 winner, Kaszczuk in 2nd place, followed by Krzyminski, Konechny, and Gomes. Andrew D, Maisman, Davidson, Komorowski, and Foster rounding off the top 10.
Time to fire off the EMP.
3 Volvos in the top 10, 3 Renaults, 2 Opels, just 1 Alfa and 1 Honda. It's also only 1 Alfa and 1 Honda in the race.
Are there randos in the Renaults?
But they're not randos. They're Magic Kaszczuk, Mauricio Delgado, and I don't remember who the other ones are now. I think Andrew D's in a Renault.
As long as they're identifiable. I think we're good.
And I believe Davidson's in a Renault. So, Renault is the Canadian action for this round. Alright, could be the final lap here. Muskie Fast, as much as I like this track, I don't recognize it enough to know... No, well, never mind. I can confirm. This will be the last lap. It's now or never, Ricardo. Go for it. Go for it. For the glory of Portugal.
Huzzah.
Oh, he's going for it.
Comes out.
He's on the inside of Konechny. Gives him a little bit of a shove out wide. But for now, the Honda is hanging on to position. Costa still leads. Should be able to make that 1.5 second gap work. Through the final corner. Back into the stadium section. And it will be Antonio Costa, Magic Kaszczuk, Kordy Krzyminski, Timo Konechny, and Ricardo Gomes. Your top 5. Big celebration slapper there from the Honda.
Got that AK finish.
Andrew D. and Berger Maisman will be 6th and 7th place. Stig Martin had a race to forget, dropping down from the front row all the way to 12th place. And the Fujifilm car of Steve Davidson is committing homicide. He finishes in 7th place ahead of Komorowski, Foster, and Delgado, followed by Martin and Ceters.
R.I.P. James Butler.
Ricardo Gomes getting the fastest lap, actually. He only went into the 41s. 41.95. So, Byron, that was Zhuhai. What'd you think about it?
I think it was very Greek.
Well, you'd be wrong.
No, but maybe. How about them Chargers?
They kind of got squashed like a bug today by the Patriots.
Did they? I had no idea.
A little bit. 16-3 was last I checked on the game. Let's get a refresh here. Should be over now, actually.
Who do they think they are?
The 16-3 final score. So the Chargers are out. The Jaguars are out. The Panthers are out. My beloved Packers are out. And the Eagles are out. So there you go.
How many Packers does it take to score a touchdown?
And the last first round playoff game will be between the Texans and the Steelers tomorrow at 8:15 p.m.
By God, that's the Raiders music. They got a steel chair.
Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Have a good time. Enjoy the fun series here with the Super Touring Battle of the front wheel drive cars.
Hell yeah!
And send all of your murdered front tires to Byron or to Martin, and he can inspect them to make sure that they've been properly killed.